Welcome to the March Topps Tiles Triumph of the Month award presentation. Our runners-up are Bryce Hegarty, Harry Potter, and Hosea Salmaki. We are here with Steve Edwards, who is the Director of Property and Store Development at Topps Tiles, to present the award.
So I'm privileged to announce that the winner, as chosen by the fans of Tigers, that Bryce Hegarty has won the Topps Triumph of the Month for March, and it was against London Irish in the Premier Rugby Cup game, which the Tigers won 41-26. So Bryce, congratulations.
Thank you. No, it's very exciting. I'm very honoured to receive this little March triumph.
Yeah, very good. I think it's nice to be able to do these on my part, where you see it's, a reward and recognition from the actual fans. So it's voted for by the fans. And having watched the try a few times, it looked quite an exciting moment in the match. Would you like to talk us through the try?
Yeah. Firstly, I think it's a fantastic kind of award coming from the fans. I think that's such a great initiative. But yeah, so the try was, I suppose, one of the fun ones to score. I suppose we defended well, and the turnover kind of happened, and I just saw an opportunity to get the ball and kick it a couple of times ahead and run 80 odd meters and score a try. So it was pretty cool, and to score in front of all the fans down far end was really cool as well.
Yeah, because it looked like your backs were against the wall, and it looks like the try was on the cards for London Irish, and then all of a sudden it just broke loose. You saw an opportunity. It looked like you were surrounded by about 6 or 7 of the London Irish players, and then you just shot up and left them for dust.
Yeah, I suppose it was kind of against the run of play. I think they'd made a break, and maybe about 5 or 10 meters out from our line or something. And as you can say, the ball kind of shot somewhere, and I saw an opportunity and grabbed it, and I suppose lucky enough to get away from a few of the defenders in and around me. And then I suppose it just became a bit of a foot race after I put the first kick through, and lucky enough I was the one that got the ball and scored the try in the end.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a bobble of the ball at one point where you just had to reach back a little bit to give it that second knock on.
Yeah. No, it was. I suppose my football skills aren't that great coming from Australia, but I was glad I got there in the end and scored a pretty good try.
Yeah, it was very good, and it was scored obviously in front of a home crowd. Just tell us how much of an impact that home crowd have on the game when they really get behind the team.
Yeah, to be honest, I've played in different parts of the world now, and it's definitely the Leicester home crowd is such a massive thing, and it's hard to describe because it's really indescribable in terms, unless you can, I suppose, rate it against other experience I've had. And in club rugby games, I can't. It's such a phenomenal. It's like a loud echo, like constantly, and you can hear the build and the atmosphere and just of the stadium. You can sense the build, and you can sense the energy in the stadium there. And it's such a special experience to play in front of, and where like all the players are so grateful for just the chance to play in front of these like great fans and great crowd.
Yeah, I've been watched sporting events and you've been to the Tigers a couple of times. You almost sense that when the sort of try that you tried, that run is on, or any try for that matter, and the crowd starts to build and build, you actually sense that it carries the team, carries the individual. Is that the case?
Yeah, certainly. I think like I was speaking about the energy, like it's no joke. You can definitely feel the energy of the crowd, and you can feel it carrying you and helping you through moments in the games. Even when moments it might be a tough moment when we're on the back foot, but you hear the crowd there behind us, and you see the change momentum, and like quite often the crowd does play its part in that stuff happening.
Yeah, very good. So the try itself was in a Prem Cup game, which I understand that lots of younger players were getting their first cap, etc. What's it like, being a seasoned professional, playing alongside those guys who've just got their first game and sensing maybe a different dynamic in the team?
Yeah, it's always I suppose a good honour to play with a lot of the younger lads. There's so much enthusiasm, so much excitement, but as a club, it's kind of like everyone's in around everyone training every day anyway. It's again another strong competition, and Leicester want to put their best foot forward in every competition, and that's I suppose the great thing about our squad. It's like you can play in 3 different competitions at any time with anyone as well. And that's, I suppose, the great thing about the club and what the club's trying to build here.
Yeah. And I guess given the success of the Tigers at the minute, playing in all the different competitions and having people who are on international duty as well, it shows the quality and the depth of the squad that you guys have got.
Yeah, certainly. And I think that's all the really good teams across many competitions, they have that. And I know it's something that they wanted to build at Leicester. And I'm sure they'll keep wanting to build that and keep improving on that. And I think as soon as you're challenging as best you can for every competition, you're going to do well as a club.
So you joined Leicester just before the start of this 21-22 season from the Australian champions, Queensland Reds, I believe. How have you found the season so far?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, really good. I'm enjoying the weather that's been around lately. That's for sure, coming from Australia. But it's been good. Like it's very different from Australia in terms of the length of the season. Over here is a lot longer. But it's quite cool because, as you know, there's different competitions. So you get to play in different competitions the whole way. You're playing in different countries as well often. And then the atmosphere at the games is second to none and really, really enjoyable. So I've really enjoyed it so far.
So the end of the season might seem a long way off, but have you got any plans for your time off during the summer?
Probably back to Australia, getting married back in Australia. So
congratulations.
Pretty big plan, I think. We're really looking forward to that. So it should be good.
Excellent. And one of the final questions from me is, having experienced the Tigers' hospitality, etc., what really stood out was at the end of the game, where there isn't just a mass exodus from the pitch. You know, the players hang around, they interact with the fans. There seems a lot of respect for both ways. Just explain that. Is that part of the ethos? Is that just something that is inbuilt in Leicester?
I think definitely. I think that's just the players' recognition of how important the fans are and how appreciative and grateful we are of the role that they play, because we certainly don't take them for granted. And we often speak about it here, and there's always great footage of different fan interactions and different interactions that we have with them. And we look forward to those moments as well. We're walking around the field because the energy is so great and so high, and they're so supportive. So it's special for us a lot as well.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Well, look, Bryce, it's been an absolute pleasure to present the March Triumph of the Month Award to you. Brilliant try. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and best of luck for you getting married in Australia in the summer.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Thanks for having me as well.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.